Hey everybody, how is it going? Welcome to another day of Field with Adrian. And today we have another green day. It's a small base hit, but it's a green day. So you can't be mad at that. Green is good and we are grateful to be green. So let's get into it. Today I traded one stock. The stock ticker was QUCY. Again, so, same thing I do every morning, wake up, I'm at my desk by 6:15, 6:30. This stock, it was a stock that went against one of our rules and I should not have traded it, but I did anyway. And so the problem that I had with that is, the main problem that I had with that is the fact that I shouldn't have traded it, realistically. This stock was below $1. This stock, I got in at it at 57 cents. Now, what did I say, 2-3 days ago? That we don't trade anything below $2. But the problem is it had way too much of our other price criteria for me to ignore. So it had plenty of volume, great movement, and there was good news on it. The news catalyst, again, biotech stock, coming out with a little bit of news. Again, I'm not a guru or anything like that. I don't know anything as far as, years worth of trading information. This is just my trading journey. So with QUCY, I sat down, had my scanners up, pulled up the chart, realized really I missed a few moves on it is the thing. I backtracked and I kept hesitating. What the problem is, man, because this stock went from when I originally looked at it, it was 39 cents. And so I hesitated pretty much a whole 20-cent move, watching it periodically. Just pull back and climb, pull back and climb, pull back and climb. And so what I needed to do was go ahead with my first instinct. And a lot of times, if that's your first instinct, go with it. Don't hesitate. And that's my problem. I hesitate with getting in trades and I hesitate with getting out of them. A lot of times I hold them too long. And you will see when I put up the screen share from today's trade that it was about, I want to say about a minute or so that I was in that trade. And when I originally got in it, it immediately failed. And so I had my finger, again, I trade on my phone, so I had my finger over the sell button ready to place my sell order in case it falls too far. But it didn't. It ended up correcting, same thing that I figured that it may do. It corrected right after that initial drop, and I was at one point up like $9 and about 80 cents. And again, you will see that on the screen share. I'll pull that up here. I was about $9.80 or so cents in profit. We were 240 shares in. When you trade on anything that's under $1, you have to buy 100 shares of it, at least. The minimum is 100 shares. So we were $240 in, 240 shares in. It was only about $140, I believe, is what it actually cost. And again, since I'm in a cash account, it takes down that buying power on a daily basis, every time you place a trade. So I was only able to use that much of it. Now, again, that was only my one trade today, so I had plenty of money to take trades later in the day. But by the time it was time for me to get ready and go to my day job, there was nothing really moving at the time. Now, coincidentally, this stock is currently up at $1.60 right now. So had I watched it throughout the whole day, I really could have made some good money. And that's the thing with this stock market stuff, man. It's the potential for you to capitalize on gains is incredible. That's what made me get so interested and ultimately become obsessed with it. I've been studying it and looking at it ever since about 2016, but I'm just now getting into it. So to retract, so I got in at about 57 cents is when I got in. I sold at 59 cents. Now that's only about 2 cents per share. And again, we were 240 shares in. But it's the proof of concept, the method, the strategy That is there. What you need next is just to scale up. Once you scale up, your profits get bigger. It's the same strategy, you just scale up the strategy. The strategy that I use is from a gentleman named Ross Cameron. I've been watching him again since 2016. He trades small cap stocks. He trades a pullback strategy. He also looks at volume. There's a lot of other things that he looks at, but great person to learn to. Highly recommend. Shout out to Ross. Outside of that, and again, I'll pull up the trade, you will see that I was in it and I kind of fumbled around. Again, with my phone, it's a little sloppy, and I know that is going to cost me in the long term, so I have to get a better setup. But in this case, what I did was I placed an order on the bid price, and it didn't reach the bid price. It actually stopped just below it and it started to fall. So I slightly panicked a little bit, hurried up, went back down to the order book, canceled that order, placed another order. I canceled it on my laptop and I placed the order on my phone. So I canceled that order, placed another one, again, hovering over the sell button, but then it started to climb. And again, I hesitated, thinking that I was trying to get at least 10 bucks out of it, and I should have just taken the $9 profit, and I didn't. But what ended up happening was after that 980, it fell, and then I ended up only making, and you will see, $5.10 on the share, on the trade itself. By the time I got out of it after fumbling and everything, and had I stayed in it longer, would I made more money? Yes. Did I know that? Of course not. That's just part of the market. You live and you learn. As I go through this journey, hopefully I get to the point to where I can trade a little longer throughout the day, possibly take more trades, and then, capitalize on those gains. But as for today, we are up $5.10, making the account a whopping $513. Again, small steps. It's the base hits that matter, the base hits that count. So you just keep chipping away. One of my managers, they always say, or ask me, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So keep that in mind. Take each day one step at a time. Be great, be thankful, and we'll see you on the next one.